You were created to solve a problem. Everything God created solves a problem. Now, there are millions of problems around the world. Solving those problems provides income, provides favor, and the flow of financial provision for the billions of people living on the earth. See, I realized something. Listen to this very carefully. People can grow in the ranks of favor with anyone as long as they are solving a problem for that person. The reason why you struggle to make contact with people and you don't know how to keep it is because you are actually solving no problems for them. If you are actively solving a problem for a man, you are solving a problem for a community, there is no way you will not be relevant within a place. The question is, what problem are you solving? Everybody walks around complaining without understanding that God has put you in a place of plenty problems so that you can have plenty money. Thousands remain impoverished because they have not recognized the problems closest to them. There are many people who are still broke and impoverished because they have not recognized the problems closest to them. Every vacancy is screaming that we are awaiting a problem solver. The same company that is firing others is hiring others. Is the level of the problems you are able to solve. Millions will never receive promotion because they ignore the problems closest to them. Marriages have deteriorated because a mate refused to recognize the problem closest to him. The problem closest to you is the supernatural key that God has handed to you to be wealthy. The problem closest to you is your eternal ticket to wealth. Take that again. The problem closest to you is your eternal ticket to wealth. Mark Zuckerberg did not become Mark Zuckerberg because he is white. He identified a problem and solved it, and we all know him. He doesn't know us, we know him. There are all people who know Coco Melon songs. The audience of Coco Melon are people who don't have phones, but their videos have the highest views on YouTube. None of the original audience that the product for Coco Melon is meant for ever have a phone. They are all babies. But they have 400 million views, 2 billion views on a video. Coco Melon. Because as a children, they just get a Coco Melon. And then, they have calculated the psychology of a child. As they hear that sound, they stop crying. Somebody just understood the psychology of children and solved the problem for parents. All of them are racing there. The problem closest to you is the golden gate out of is your golden gate out of trouble. How many of you are troubled? You are troubled. The problem closest to you is your golden gate. I realized something. When you run away from problems, you are running away from your golden ticket to relevance. If you find yourself in any environment where there's no problem, you have no ticket and no gate to ever be relevant. Your relevance comes by the problems you solve. When you start solving problems, there is no way you will not be important. The problem closest to you is your secret code to the throne. Every place you find yourself, there's a throne. Solving a problem, we put that throne. We put you on that throne. There are people here who have 1,000 things that their wives are not doing and their husbands are not doing. God made them so weak so that you can be relevant. The stronger your partners are, the more irrelevant you become in their lives. When you find a problem with their lives, try to solve that problem. They will identify the solution in you and they will be connected to you. Some of you, you cannot identify the problem of your landlord. You can't identify the problem. Walk up to him with a solution, he will make you the caretaker. And the benefit of caretaker is that you don't pay rent. When Joseph solved the problem nearest to him, he moved into his next season. You see, a lot of you account your activity for problem solving. When you solve a problem, it is the person that has a problem that will say, my problem has been solved. It's not you saying, I'm solving your problem. When you are trying to solve a problem, you prefer a solution, not what you want. It is what the problem wants. Look at yourself. Ask yourself, how old am I? What problem am I solving?